Kushner and Kelly walk along the South Lawn on August 3, 2017, by Brendan Smilovsky at Getty Images. When Donald Trump appointed John Kelly as Chief of Staff in July, the four-star Marine general arrived with a mandate to bring order to a freewheeling West Wing. Gone are the days of staffers waltzing into the Oval Office to lobby the president on policy or supply him with gossip. Trump still tweets, of course, but for the most part Kelly's cleanup has been successful, according to interviews with a half-dozen Trump advisors, current and former West Wing officials, and Republicans close to the administration. The aide who has ceded the most influence in the Kelly era, these people said, is Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Kelly has clipped his wings, one high-level Republican in frequent contact with the White House told me. It's perhaps hard to remember now, but it wasn't long ago when Trump handed Kushner a comically broad portfolio that included plans to reinvent government, reform the VA, end the opioid epidemic, run point on China, and solve Middle East peace. But since his appointment, according to sources, Kelly has tried to shrink Kushner's responsibilities to focus primarily on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And even that brief appears to be creating tensions between Kushner and Kelly. According to two people close to the White House, Kelly was said to be displeased with the result of Kushner's trip to Saudi Arabia last month because it took place just days before 32-year-old Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman arrested 11 Saudi royals, including billionaire Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. The Washington Post reported that Kushner and MBS, as the prince is known, stayed up till nearly 4 a.m. planning strategy, which left Kelly to deal with the impression that the administration had advanced knowledge of the purge and even helped orchestrate it, sources told me. Asked about this, Sarah Huckabee Sanders responded, in part, Chief Kelly and Jared had a good laugh about this inquiry as nothing in it is true. Where this all leaves Kushner in Trump's ever-changing orbit is a topic that's being discussed by Republicans close to the White House. During Kelly's review of West Wing operations over the summer, the Chief of Staff sought to downsize Kushner's portfolio, two sources said. In the early days of the administration, sometimes with the help of a small cadre of Ivy League whiz kids who staff his Office of American Innovation, Kushner dreamed up scores of business councils that would advise the White House. The councils are gone, one West Wing official told me. With some of their purview being whittled away, they seem lost, the official added. Kushner and Kelly attend a meeting with Trump on cybersecurity on January 31, 2017. As Kushner's Russia troubles mount, last Friday, the Senate disclosed that he had not turned over emails about WikiLeaks, a claim his attorney, Abby Lowell, denied. Insiders are again speculating, as my colleague Emily Jane Fox reported last month, about how long Kushner and Ivanka Trump will remain in Washington. Despite Kushner's efforts to project confidence about Robert Mueller's probe, he expressed worry after the indictments of Paul Manafort and Rick Gates about how far the investigation could go. Do you think they'll get the president? Kushner asked a friend, according to a person briefed on the conversation. According to two Republicans who have spoken with Trump, the president has also been frustrated with Kushner's political advice, including his encouragement to back losing Alabama GOP candidate Luther Strange and to fire FBI Director James Comey, which Kushner denies. For what it's worth, Kushner's choice of Strange prevented Trump from the embarrassment of inadvertently supporting Roy Moore. Trump, according to three people who've spoken to him, has advocated for Jared and Ivanka to return to New York in part because they are being damaged by negative press. He keeps pressuring them to go, one source close to Kushner told me. But as bad as the Russia investigation may be, it's not clear a New York homecoming would be much better for Kushner, given that his family's debt-ridden office tower at 666 Fifth Avenue could be headed for bankruptcy. This article has been updated to include a comment from the White House.